All right, back with another chest workout, and today we decided to do 3 essential chest movements. So if you have, let's say, a half hour or 45 minutes to go into the gym and only do 3 exercises, what could you do? Now, obviously, you could do incline bench, flat bench, flies, that's fine. Well, we decided to do flat dumbbell press, really heavy. So the first compound movement, get everything going, get everything warmed up. Get the muscles firing. Then we went into slight incline dumbbell flies, fairly light, but kept the volume high, so you're forcing a lot of blood into the muscle, getting a lot of muscle activation, getting a nice stretch, and across the chest, open up a little bit more. And then we did a variation of the incline plate-loaded press, where you're sitting at about a 45-degree angle and you're coming across the chest and squeezing across. Not a typical chest workout, but not typical results that you get from this. So we started with 50 pounds and did 15 reps. All of our reps today were between 10 to 15, with the exception of the really heavy sets, which were between 6 to 8, and then the really light sets, when we did a burnout of about 15 to 20. So here you're seeing me spot Eli on 90 pounds. He was, I think, doing about 12 reps on 90s. I'm still staying lean for my photo shoot, which should be the next week or so.
This is going to sound interesting, but it's different not having the thicker grips on these. I'm used to a thicker grip when you go over 80 pounds.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think it's better.
It takes a little less off your forearms. But.
So I am fairly weak in comparison. I think I was getting these 90s for 6 reps on my own, which isn't terrible. I would usually get them for about 10, and then I could usually get the hundreds for about 6. So I'm a little bit weaker than I normally am, but that's to be expected with the way I cut and how quickly I cut. Still keeping quite a bit of size. My weight is down quite a bit though since I started the cut. I'm right under 160 pounds at 6'1", so staying fairly lean. But as you can see, 90s are a little bit difficult for me at the moment. So here he is with 100 pounds. He got 6 reps on these, but I had to cut a couple because I put the camera down to spot him, and obviously spotting him is more important than getting the shot, believe it or not. So just had to make sure he was okay. And then key points on the chest press here. Make sure you're coming down nice and slow, getting a full contraction, full range of motion, and then coming up only using your chest. Don't get your shoulders involved. Don't get your triceps involved as much as possible. So come out wide, not to the point where you're out at shoulder height with the dumbbells, because that's going to put way too much strain on your shoulders, but make sure you can get a nice full range of motion. So here you can see we moved on to incline dumbbell flies. Now it's not a full incline, it's not a full 45-degree angle. We just wanted a slight incline so you could target a little bit more of the upper chest. The flat dumbbell press is going to target more of the pec major, which is the middle part of your chest and then underneath your chest. So decline press really isn't necessary as long as you're doing something sort of flat. So you can see here we didn't do anything crazy. 30 pounds, keeping the reps very high, but working at a slow negative for the first set, keeping it nice and controlled, getting that squeeze across the chest. See, I actually turned my wrist here, so I opened up, and that gets a really good stretch on the chest too. Stayed at 30 pounds for all the sets of this. I believe we did 3 sets of everything, anywhere between 10 to 15 reps, like I said, with the exception of really heavy sets, going only between 6 to 8. In the past, you've seen us do these on the floor flies. You've seen us do them with cables. You've seen us do them with machines. This is just a different way to target them. A little more old school, a little more tried and true. Do whichever you're more comfortable with. whichever one you want to do. There's benefits to doing dumbbells over cables. There's benefits to doing cables over dumbbells. There's benefits to doing machines over dumbbells and dumbbells over machines, vice versa. You just do whichever feels best for you and you're comfortable with.
Yeah, just slow down and concentric as well.
So you can see here focusing on both the eccentric and the
Focus on
concentric. Try to take about 5 seconds.
I would focus on the concentric.
On the way down, and then 5 seconds to come back up. And then this is the one where I said I'm doing about 20 reps because I think I do close to 15 normal speed, and then I just do a lot of really quick half reps just to keep the blood in the muscle and just force it in there. Got a pretty good pump today. It's definitely a great workout. Wasn't anything too complicated, and you don't necessarily need to go in the gym and hit 25 sets of everything, 15 to 20 reps. As long as you're really focusing on the time under tension, focusing on the mind-muscle connection and actually targeting the muscle, you'll see the benefits with proper nutrition, of course. So, last set for Eli.
You didn't notice anything different?
So I'm not going to show the full set, but for the last set, Eli made sure when he came up to the top, which is a different variation, he was squeezing the dumbbells together and sort of doing an isometric contraction, so you're getting that flex across the chest, which reminded me of a different exercise, which he finished this workout with at the end. So technically it was 4 exercises, but I only did 3, and he just did that to force the blood in the muscle. So here's that variation of the incline press that you might have seen before. Other people have done it. I've done it on my channel. Keeping it light, just 1 plate on each side. Stayed around 14 reps for both sides. I think he did 12 on the first side on this one, and then 14 on the other one. And then realized after that there was something wasn't right. The lighting back here, the sun was really bright, and unfortunately my camera wasn't set up properly, so it's a little blown out, but I'll take care of that for the next time, hopefully. So what this is working right now is the inner part of your chest. And while there aren't separate muscles on the inner part of your chest, as long as you're focusing the contraction there, you will actually feel the growth and feel the concentration on the inside part of your chest. So there aren't specific muscles that you're targeting when you're doing this exercise. It's just a way of doing it so that you're focusing and forcing the blood on the inside part of your chest, coming across almost like a fly, but with a pressing motion. You can see here my first set, I think I did 10 reps on each side. Staying fairly lean, like I said. You can see the veins in the shoulders, and bicep, tricep, and all that. So very happy with where I am currently. I'd like to be weighing more, but I understand that in fitness you have to bulk, you have to cut. It's just part of the game.
I'm not even thinking about counting, but it counts.
So last set for Eli. Right here I tell him to keep his shoulder down. He was bringing his shoulder in it too much. I wasn't getting that stretch across the chest, so I should have fixed that. And you can see a much better contraction once he does so.
I'm going to out-angle you on this one.
So this is definitely a good workout. If you haven't tried these exercises before, first of all, if you haven't tried flat dumbbell press, I don't know very many people who haven't, but give these 3 exercises a try. Keep the reps fairly high. Don't go too heavy except for the flat bench, just as your compound exercise. Get that one out of the way. Make sure you're moving quite a bit of weight on that. Now, move weight relative to you. So if you can do 90s, do 90s. If you can do 100s, do 100s. If you can only do 50, do 50. Don't worry about what weight I was doing. do the weight that's good for you and the weight that you can handle. Give these a try as well if you have a machine for it. If not, you can sort of make a similar exercise by laying on a incline bench and using a dumbbell across your chest, or just a free weight as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the workout. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on my latest videos. I put out content Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, new videos, 3 videos a week. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.